Hello, welcome back guys on my channel. So today my video topic will be the Zenless Zone 0 tier list update in Prydwen. So before talking any further, I want to say you is that please don't take Prydwen as a seriously. Take their tier list as a grain of salt because most of the times they don't hold any kind of candles towards their take. But when it comes to whoever's game, they are pretty much valid. I can confirm that because I am also a Zenless Zones player from day one and also fully a F2P player. But the way they just placement to the character of Zenless Zone 0, I guess it is actually valid in that sense. So besides than that, Zenless Zone 0 2.5 is already live right now. Two new character already released, and first one is a Void Hunter, and the second one is another S rank. But that S rank you can get from the just logging in into this game because they are giving it in a free. So first and foremost thing is that let's talk about the Void Hunter. This Void Hunter is the none other than our Ye Shung Shang, and this new Void Hunter is the new meta for this Zenless Zone 0. Well, before talking any further from the Void Hunter, you need to know what is a Void Hunter. Void Hunter is one of those like a top tier according to the story and also according to the gameplay. They are like according to the Genshin Impact, they are like on a scale of the Archon level power, and also if you're one of those HSR player, they are on the scale of the Aeon level. So you already know that they are the most powerful being in this Zenless Zone universe. So when they just drop a new Void Hunter into this game, the meta just shifted wholly. If I reclaim my memory to the Miyabi banner when the Miyabi was released, that time just the whole meta was shifted and whole meta was totally gated towards the Miyabi, and also a DPS check rise up to a new level that the old existing character cannot even get close to Miyabi at all. Like if I talk about another ice character before Miyabi was released, which was the Ellen Joy, she cannot even hold any kind of candle when the Miyabi was released because Miyabi was actually really crack and she was dominating each and every content that game was able to provide you in that time. So this kind of Void Hunter are have some kind of unique mechanics. They do not resemble towards the existing mechanics that game is providing to the normal characters like normally physical attribute and other things. Miyabi has a frostbite damage, and also another Void Hunter already also released after Miyabi, which was name is the Wish one. That character also considered as the ether, but that ether does not have the same effect just like the other normal characters. That ether will be considered as a miasma or like a sheer damage character. So in these types of Void Hunter that already released right now, it is actually shifting the whole meta. But according to the Zenless Zone 0 tier list, I already following this kind of tier list from the since day one when the game was launched, and it is actually really predictable that they are going to put the new Void Hunter going to be tier 0, which is the apex character according to this tier list. So in that case, I'm gonna react that is it going to be tier 0. Well, as I already told you, this is they are going to put it in a tier 0, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is that from the release of the Void Hunter, which character is the affected the most, which character going to be the next downwards or going to be the downwards from their original rank. Let's see. As you already know that there are already so many updated changes. Well, why not? Because the game also balancing so many characters such as the Barney's, SNB, Grace, and also other characters, and Ellen Joy too. So from the get going, as you already seeing that the Ye Shung Shang or Ye Shung Wang is already in tier 0. But the main thing is Miyabi is not here. Damn, Miyabi is tier 0.5. The era is end because she was actually delivering or actually carrying the tier 0 from the day she was released, which is 1 year ago. It is actually really predictable to see that if you are one of those HSR player, they were already releasing so many types of like a powerful character, but after releasing of Echiron, she was also valid for 1 year, but after then that like another more other character also released in the time being, and those characters are just totally take the throne of the Echiron at the same time. But Miyabi, in that case of Miyabi Zenless Zone 0, Zenless Zone 0 does not have the hold the credibility just like the HSR where they release so many characters at the same time. In HSR, a character will rerun within 4 months or 5 months like 2 or 3 times, but in case of Zenless Zone 0, the character release is very slow. Sometimes they just extend some kind of certain banner, and also the rerun happen very like a long time. The reason Miyabi is down, it is actually really tend to happen because I also a Miyabi player, but my Miyabi is a E0 and also S0. Sorry, my bad. I just used HSL language. If I just use the Zenless Zone 0 language, my Miyabi is a M0W0, which means I do not have any kind of hold constellation of Miyabi, and also I do not have the signature weapon for this character. So what I just use her free to play, not actually free to play, her like a baseline premium team, which is the Miyabi M0W0, and also the Washiu is the Yanagi. Damn, before talking any further, Yanagi also is tier 1. What can I say? Okay, the team that I use is Miyabi, Yanagi, and also our Yuzuha. These three characters is just breaking the whole things when I use on a certain stages. So first and foremost thing is that, as you already know, that the content is actually gated towards the miasma breaking meta. When the certain time passed, a enemy will have a like a miasma shield. If you just somehow break the miasma shield, it will just deal a 3 or 4x amount of damage towards the enemy. But this miasma shield can be break faster by the 2x2 method. First one is if your character is from the rapture, which is in this game there is a nothing, not a, that much of a character is going to be called as a rapture. But if you have a like a wish one, and also there is a panda guy where he is, yes, if you have this panda guy and also the wish one, then miasma shield will break so much faster. But there is another method, without them you can also break it much faster, which is by the stun characters. Now in the stun characters, just like the Jufufu and also the lighter and also trigger and other stun characters just like the Dialin, this kind of stun character will help you to break the miasma shield faster. So when the miasma shield happened, this Miyabi cannot even perform well, but she also just hanging by a single thread in those kind of meta. So in this tier list, there were already so many times put her into the under watch list to see she can even perform on a certain level, this kind of current meta level or not. But as the time goes on, she just failed to do it. Beside than that, if you have those M0W1 or like having a signature Miyabi with weapon, I guess so many people can even clear the content even still today right now. But I did not even check the new Shio defense, is it even going to be the good enough for the previous character. But I am more shocked about the Yanagi, because I think Yanagi deserve tier 0, but the way they are just increasing resistance for the electric and also other aspects, I guess she is not even performing well just like the before. So the placement is actually good one, and Ellen Joy is taking her place to the tier 1, which is also really surprising to see. And Banyu, damn, I guess this guy does not even deserve this tier 0.5. I guess he deserves mostly tier 3, because the way his playstyle is occurred, it is does not even called an expert, because I already play Evelyn with her like a highest max potential with the expert tech. But the way I just played in this character in his story, I don't see any kind of value in it. I don't think so. This is not a, I would agree with them. But other than that, all the things they put into here, I guess it is a pretty much good. And also Jendoi got her massive buff from the game. I guess she is also considered a tier 1 character. But one thing is for sure is that the way just they are handling to the power creep into this Zenless Zone 0, it is tend to happen that these other characters will go down when their time just comes. Like if I talk about a stun character, which is the Jufufu, she was actually mostly powerful. Her like a main damage was comes from she will provide an aftershock towards the whole team member, and also like a consecutive energy towards the team, which is not even exact. She will provide a time-based energy. Like certain times she will give you a energy in a certain amount of like a portion. But when it comes to the compared to Dialin, she will give you a straight up ultimate. That's the how powerful is Dialin is. So that's how she just power creeped. Her time span was not even that long. It was like a 4 or 3 months. But when the Dialin just came on, she just breaks the whole stun meta. And if you don't have Dialin, I guess the team you will be playing with Yesh Shungwang will be just bad as it looks like. So I guess other than that, I guess the tier list pretty much okay. So that's all for this video. So if you have any kind of comment regarding to my own opinion and also this kind of tier list, please tell me into the comment section. And also if you like this video, leave a like. See you on the next video. Peace.